All right, we welcome you back to the Vicky Kazee Hollifield Softball Complex. Game 2 between Carson-Newman and Mars Hill. Eagles prevailed in Game 1, 8-0. And we are underway for Game 2 at 2:49 p.m. with the first pitch upstairs for Sierra Rogers to Miranda Marks for Mars Hill. Rogers was dominant last year when she faced off against the Lions. The pitch on the outside edge for a strike, 1-1. Rogers tied the second most strikeouts in a game in Carson-Newman history with 15 in a one-hit shutout as Marks flares this one foul. It's 1-2. Rogers is in the circle for Carson-Newman in the powder blue top. Warder catches for a second straight game. Here's the 1-2. Burns the turf for a ball, 2-2. Infield, one change for the Eagles, and that is at second base. Skylar Jacob back into the starting lineup after being sidelined with an injury. And the outfield the same as Game 1 as well. Here's the 2-2. Zips down and in for ball 3 to Marks. The count loads up. Three balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Marks. Was 0 for 3 in Game 1. She takes a called third strike here. And Kennedy Warder tags her out to complete the strikeout after dropping the ball. One away for Leah Grimes. Grimes 1 for 2 in game number 1. Rogers back aboard the slab and pitching. And Grimes takes the first pitch strike. It's 0-1. Rogers, 0-1. Hit foul back by Grimes, 0-2. So Brooks, Martin, and Vandergriff man the outfield left to right for the Eagles under sunny skies. Talked about the change at second with Skylar Jacob. Third base, still Brooke Metazowski, Hayden Dye still at short, and Macy Hughes still at first for the Eagles. Rogers 0-3 this year in 25 1/3 innings of work, has an ERA of 7. The pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-2. Emma Frost has settled into the role of Carson-Newman's Game 1 starter. Rogers starting the nightcap in the circle for the first time since March 7th at Southern Wesleyan. 1-2. Stays up for a ball, 2-2. Rogers is among the career leaders for batting average against in her Carson-Newman career. Issue for her has been the free passes. Here's the 2-2. Popped into the air, first base side. Macy Hughes gives it a look as it twists out of play. Count holds at 2-2. But when she's on, she is as dominant as they come. She's earned Pitcher of the Week honors twice in her career, including the last time she faced Mars Hill. The 2-2. Zips low for a ball, 3-2. In the offseason, Rogers was topping out at 70 on the gun, which is really uncommon for a Division II pitcher. Payoff pitch. Downstairs for ball 4. So a one-out walk for Leah Grimes, and up comes Farley Park. So Grimes aboard off the base on ball. And Park will trot in. Park 0 for 2 in Game 1 with a strikeout. Here with no score in the top of the first. Grimes does have 2 stolen bases on the year. Rogers pitches, and Park takes low for a ball, 1-0. Great example of Rogers being overpowering, but issuing walks was the matchup with the Lions last year. She struck out 15. She also walked 7 in the complete game shutout. The 1-0. Hit foul over the press box here on the first base side. Do it again to the ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Grimes on first for the Mountain Lions. Elsewhere in the Carson-Newman athletic family today, Carson-Newman baseball wins game 1 of its series with Emory and Henry. 1-1, fouled to the netting behind home plate, 1-2. Eagles prevail over the Wasps, 8-4. Noah Pridmore, a quality start, 6 innings in the win. Gave up 7 hits and all 4 runs. Harrison Travis, a home run and 4 driven in. He went 3 for 3 at the plate. The 1-2 is a changeup, popped into the air. Warder races in front of the plate to grab it. And Parks retired off the pop-up. Quality work by Kennedy Warder to get out of her crouch and gobble that one up before it could land and prove to be problematic. There's 2 away for the third baseman, Peyton Little. Little was the DP in game 1, went 0 for 2. Works with Grimes on first. The pitch is low for a ball. 1-0 to Little. One and 0. Rogers pitches. Swing and a miss. The pitch downstairs. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Grimes on first for the Lions. Beautiful sunny skies here at the Vic. Just a few cumulus clouds off in the distance and wind blowing out to center. 1-1. Kept low for a ball. It's 2-1. 20 pitches for Sierra Rogers, 10 for strikes. Carson-Newman Beach Volleyball has secured 1 win over LaGrange today, 5-0. They're taking on Mercer as well. The 2-1 stays high for ball 3. And the Bears best the Eagles in their second game of the day, 5-0, the sweep for Division I Mercer over the Carson-Newman Beach Volleyball program. 3-1 to Peyton Little. Rogers back aboard the slab. Unfurls the 3-1. Called, strike 2 at the knees. Little had discarded her bat. The count loads up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 away. Grimes on first for the Lions. In an all-black jersey with blue numerals trimmed in white. Rogers set for the payoff pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sierra Rogers, her 30th strikeout of the season. She works around the 1-out walk. And there's no score after a half inning. Martin, Brooks, and Hughes to the plate for Carson-Newman after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Abby Martin leads things off for Carson-Newman here in the home half of the first. And Blythe Freeman deals a first pitch strike to her to begin the at-bat at 0-1. Martin 1 for 3 in game 1 with an RBI and a run scored. Freeman is 5-4 this season as Martin squares it foul off of third, 0-2. Freeman pitched the final third of an inning in game 1, gave up 2 hits and 2 runs, both earned with a walk, and faced 4 batters, one of whom was Abby Martin. 46 2/3 innings for Freeman this year with a 7.2 ERA as Martin watches it go by low for a ball, 1-2. The whip for Freeman, 2.25. Martin, Brooks, and Hughes. Eagles shuffle the order a smidge here in the nightcap. Freeman deals, and Martin cues it foul to the backstop, do it over to ball and 2 strikes. Mars Hill, Grimes, Pistol, and Todd, the outfield unchanged left to right. Couple changes in the infield as Freeman checks her wrist for the cue and brings the 1-2 to the plate. Martin checks her swing and a pitch down, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Abby Martin. Freeman set for the 2-2. Martin bounces it to third. It eats up Peyton Little, and Martin is aboard. The initial inclination is E5, but we'll confirm that on replay. Regardless, the Eagles have a leadoff base runner aboard. Upon viewing the replay in the booth, ruling stands E5. Brings up Trinity Brooks, who squares to bunt, shoots it foul. And I thought that ball hit turf. It's grabbed by the third baseman, Little. Officials are home plate umpire. Don Spencer's going to call Zeisler and Thacker over. Ball absolutely hit ground. Brooks should still be at bat. Foul ball, and that is the right call. Absolutely hit ground. Nice job by Little getting it into her glove and trying to sell it, but the right call is the foul ball. Brooks continues the at-bat. Abby Martin aboard, reaching on an error at third to start the inning. She's got 9 stolen bases. Takes off as Brooks lines this one right at the second baseman, Maxson, who then tags out Martin. Double play, unassisted for Mickey Maxson. Brooks hit it hard. Just hit it right at Mickey Maxson, who then doubles up Abby Martin, who was going to be dead to rights at first anyway. Brings up Macy Hughes, who takes outside at the belt for a ball, 1-0. Hughes 0 for 1 in game 1 with a run scored. The pitch, Hughes will lift down the left field line, but that's twisting foul and landing before Grimes can hustle over to it, 1-1. Finally get those that infield alignment for you. Peyton Little starts at third here in the nightcap. She was the DP in game 1. Farley Park stays at short. It's Mickey Maxson at second. She was playing third in game 1. And Miranda Marks stays at first for the Lions. The pitch, Hughes wallops down the left field line, bounces up to Grimes. That's a 2-out base hit for Macy Hughes. Macy Hughes gets a rip, and a day before St. Patrick's Day, Hayden Dye gets to come to the plate to some river dance. She did not get her at-bat music in time, and so it's been dugout's choice for Hayden Dye. She takes outside for a ball, 1-0. It's a well-known fact that Hayden Dye is the world's biggest Taylor Swift fan. Has her name tattooed on her foot. And so for much of this season, her teammates have sent Dye to the plate with Taylor Swift tunes. Here's the 1-0. It's a changeup that Dye belts into the atmosphere, right center field. This ball clears the fence. Hayden Dye will river dance her way all the way home. Dye goes yard for the 7th time this season, and the Eagles lead it 2-0. Dye put it on a frozen rope out of the park to right center field. And the Eagles with a 2-0 lead off the long ball. So a 2-out rally for the Eagles. A Hughes single, the Dye home run, and up comes Brooke Matazowski, who doubled twice in game 1. And she takes outside at the belt for a ball, 1-0. Hayden Dye has been playing really well here in the month of March. She's driven in now 27 runs since February 25th. Takes on the outside edge for a strike, 1-1. Brooke Matazowski, she's been hot as well. 9 home runs, leads the South Atlantic Conference. 7 of them have come in the last 3 weeks. She takes upstairs for a ball, 2-1. Matazowski, 3 plate appearances, 3 times she was on base in game 1, a walk and the 2 doubles. Base is empty for her in the bottom of the first with a 2-0 lead. Freeman, the 2-1. Matazowski looks at it outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Freeman. Pitch number 18 of the first inning. On the way. Matazowski will bounce it foul off of third to load the count at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-0. The Eagles have the lead in the bottom of the first. Freeman pitches. Matazowski will pop it up, foul and out of play off the first base side. Do it again at 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up for Brooke Matazowski. Freeman. Wheels and deals. It's a changeup, sharply hit to third, gripped by Little, and she throws Matazowski out at first. Matazowski hit it hard on a pitch low that would have been ball 4, but hit it right at Peyton Little. And that's the inning. But little 2-out rally. Macy Hughes, a single followed by Dye's dinger. And the Eagles lead it 2-0 after 1 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
2-0. Carson-Newman leads it after an inning as Maya Schulter, the catcher, leads things off for the Lions here in the road half of the second. as Rogers pitches in the turf to her for a ball and a 1-0 count to open up the inning. Schulter batting .273. She was 1 for 2, responsible for one of the 3 hits for the Lions in game 1. The 1-0 swung on. That ball is pelted into the right center field alleyway. A long run for Martin, who cuts it off, and a dart of a throw to die it short to hold Schulter to a single. So Maya Schulter splits the alleyway, but Abby Martin does fine work to limit her to just 1.
Number 19, Jessica Sin.
And Jessica Sin comes up. Lefty designated player. Had a pinch hit AB in game number 1. And it's 0 for 1. First pitch to Sin is in the turf for a ball. Warder, nice job scooping it. 1-0. Time called for by first base umpire Carolyn Zeisler to allow Schulter at first to tie her shoe. She had gloves on, so Macy Hughes will take care of it for her, and we're all square and set for a 1-0 pitch to Jessica Sin. Rogers deals, and Sin takes low for ball 2. Two-0. Rogers unfurls it. Misses low for ball 3. Dawn Spencer's our home plate umpire for the nightcap. Carolyn Zeisler is at first base, and Ray Thacker is at third. 3-0 to Sin. Rogers pitches, and Sin takes low for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk, and the Lions have the tying run aboard here in the top of the second, down 2-0, and Mickey Maxon to the plate. A Schulter single to right center, a 4-pitch walk for Sin. Now up comes Mickey Maxon. 0 for 2 with a strikeout in game number 1. .333 hitter for the season as Maxon takes inside for a ball, 1-0. A 2-run home run for Hayden Dye right now is the difference. Eagles with a 2-out rally in the first with a Hughes single before Dye's dinger to stake him to this early 2-0 lead. Rogers the 1-0. That bounces in the turf. Kicks away from Kennedy Warder. 2-0 the count. The wild pitch moves Sin and Schulter into scoring position. So the tying run 120 feet away for the Lions with nobody out in the top of the second. 2-0 to Maxon. Rogers deals. Low for ball 3. 7 straight out of the zone for Sierra Rogers. First base is empty. Should Rogers lose Maxon? The 3-0. That finds the plate for a strike, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Sierra Rogers. Deep sigh as she grabs the rosin bag. Climbs back aboard the rubber to work against Maxon. Rogers, the 3-1. Swung on, grounded to second. Dye looks off the runner at third, throws to first in time to get Maxon. Textbook work at short by Hayden Dye to check on Schulter at third. That's the first out of the inning. That brings up the center fielder, Pistol. Zoe Pistol 0 for 1 in game 1. Pistol, the righty, stands in as Rogers pitches in the turf for a ball, 1-0. 2-0, Eagles leading. Top second. 1 out and 2 in scoring position, though, for the Lions. A single and a walk plus a wild pitch with Schulter and Sin in scoring position. 1-0. Rogers pitches. Taken in tight, ankle height for ball 2. 36 pitches for Sierra Rogers, 15 for strikes. And now Kennedy Warder brings the infield together to have a chat with Sierra Rogers. She has thrown 3 strikes this inning. Against 9 balls. Two of the strikes, technically, are on the balls put in play by Schulter with her single and Maxon on her ground out. Here's the 2-0. Downstairs for ball 3. Two nothing Eagles leading, top of the second, but Mars Hill threatening with 1 out and 2 in scoring position. Rogers. Flips the ball into her glove. Gets back aboard the rubber. Powder blue top unfurls the 3-0. Downstairs for ball 4. So the bases are loaded with 1 out for Mars Hill. Michael Graves is out from the dugout with his lineup card. And this will be the end of the line for Sierra Rogers. She will exit. Kaylee Bowers will enter. And more on Bowers when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Kaylee Bowers' first pitch to Katie Todd is popped foul onto Davis Street. And it's 0-1. Bowers on in relief of Sierra Rogers with a 3.92 ERA. She's 4-3 on the year with 2 saves in 25 innings of work. 0-1. Swung on, and that's hit foul off of third base umpire Ray Thacker. And it stayed in foul ground. Didn't ricochet into fair ground as Thacker has himself a chuckle after taking that one off the shoulder blades. 0-2 to Katie Todd. Bases loaded. Bowers pitches. Lifted. Shallow in the infield. Jacob lays out in front of the second base bag to grab it for out number 2. Not sure if Zeisler threw up the signal for infield fly or not. Regardless, there's 2 away, and if the Eagles can keep Mars Hill scoreless, what a victory it would be. Lineup turns back to the top of the order for Marks, who struck out looking her first time up. Bowers pitches, and Marks takes a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Bowers, 15 strikeouts against 9 walks in her 25 1/3 innings of work this season. Gives up a little more than a hit an inning. 0-1. Down and in for a ball, 1-1. Now, Sierra Rogers will not be the pitcher of record in this game. Doesn't qualify for a win unless the Lions score the 3 runs that are on base. Pitch outside for ball 2. In that case, Rogers would be on the hook for a loss should the score remain. Right now it's 2-0 Eagles, the 2-1. That misses just outside for ball 3. Bowers not missing the corners by much. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bowers pitches. This ball is popped foul. Warder chases after it, but it's out of play, and that loads the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Eagles up 2-0 here in the top of the second. But Mars Hill threatening. Schulterson and Pistol on the paths. Bowers. Here's the payoff pitch. Bounce to third. Matazowski fields, throws on the run to first in time. Eagles get out of the jam. Lions had 2 on with nobody out. The bases loaded with 1 out, but cannot get the timely hit to make some inroads into the deficit. Lions leave them loaded in the second. 2-0 Eagles lead it. Lucero, Warder, and Jacob to the plate when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman Athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeAndEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeAndEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Carson-Newman protects its 2-0 lead as we come to the bottom of the second inning. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand. Our director today is Mia Toribio, our replay operator Ian Johnson, and our fantastic camera crew as Freeman pitches to Lucero. Low for a ball, 1-0. You've got Hunter Williams, Max Bryant, Jay West, and Molly Buckowitz handling things for us today on camera. Grateful for all of them. Grateful to all of you for joining us here on the Eagle Sports Network on a beautiful Saturday. 1-0 taken for a strike at the belt by Lucero. It's 1-1. Lucero was hitless in game 1, but she drove in 2 runs. Got plunked, drew a walk, and had an RBI ground out. 1-1. Lucero swings and misses out in front of a changeup. It's 1-2. Freeman, an inning of work, has given up 2 hits and 2 runs. And they came as the byproduct of Hayden Dye's dinger. Freeman sets and pitches. And Lucero swings, bounces it back to Freeman in the circle. She knocks it down and throws out Lucero at first. 1-3 with Marks completing the putout. 1 up, 1 down for Blythe Freeman. Lucero sent that one back up the middle, but Freeman backhanded it to the turf. Was able to throw out Lucero at first, fielding her position. Brings up Kennedy Warder, who swings at the first pitch and knocks it foul off of third. 0-1. Warder 0 for 1 in game 1 with an RBI. She drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. Outfield playing to the lines. The alleyway's wide open for Warder. Here's the 0-1. Change up outside at the belt for a ball, 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Bases empty for the Eagles with a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Here's the 1-1. Warder swings. It's bound for the left center field alleyway. Racing to the warning track is the left fielder Grimes to cut it off. Warder stands up on second with a one-out double. And the Eagles tally an extra base hit. Outfielders in the corners were playing toward the lines. And Warder had a lot of time to mosey over to second. Brings up Skylar Jacob, who's hitting .500 this year. Just her fourth start as Jacob fouls it back and out of play, 0-1. She was hurt to start the year, made 3 straight starts earlier this month, got hurt again. And now Jacob back in the starting lineup for the Eagles. Freeman, 0-1. Wheels and deals. Jacob swings, slow roller back to the circle. Freeman races into field and throws out Jacob at first, 1-3 to Marks, but it's a productive out as Warder moves over to third base. 2 out. Another insurance run on third for the Eagles with Mary Vandergriff to the plate. Vandergriff was 0 for 1 with an RBI, a walk, a strikeout, and a sacrifice fly in game number 1. Freeman pitches, and Vandergriff takes off the plate away for a ball, 1-0. Freeman. 1-0. She pitches. Vandergriff takes low and away for a ball, 2-0. Well, some of the game ones in the SAC for softball have gone final. Anderson wins on the road against UVA Wise, 8-5. Here's the 2-0. Vandergriff fists it foul to the backstop, 2-1. It was Wingate beating Tusculum at home earlier today. Limestone blanked Newberry, 5-0. Lincoln Memorial rolled past Emory and Henry on the road, 10-1. And in the end of 5, it is LR 10 and Coker nothing in our latest starting game 1. The 2-1. Vandergriff stays back, slings it to the left center field alleyway. That's bouncing to the wall. She drives in Warder. Vandergriff stands on second with a 2-out RBI double. And the Eagles extend the lead to 3-0. Pair of doubles in the inning for the Eagles, poking it to the alleyways. Warder scores standing. And the lineup turns back to the top of the order for Abby Martin, who reached on an error to start the game. Freeman pitches, and Martin takes in for a ball, 1-0. So Vandergriff on second after an RBI double to left center to extend the lead and the inning. The 1-0. Martin swings. This ball back up the box, base hit. Vandergriff gets the wave around third. There's no throw from the center fielder Pistol as Martin rounded first. That keeps her to first. But back-to-back, 2-out knocks. Abby Martin singles. Mary Vandergriff scores, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Eagles. Trinity Brooks will try to keep the 2-out rally rolling. 2 runs across in the inning for the Eagles. Martin takes off for second. Throw down to second is not in time as Martin slid between Maxon's wickets for her 10th stolen base of the season. First pitch was a strike. So it's 0-1. Freeman deals. Brooks swings, pops it foul, third base side, but this is out of play on top of Mars Hill's dugout. So Brooks is in an 0-2 hole. Four runs off of 5 hits for the Eagles. 2-out rally for 2 runs here in the bottom of the second to extend the lead. Freeman fires the 0-2. In the turf for a ball. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Eagles hitting it well here in the nightcap. Looking for the sweep of the Lions to run the win streak over Mars Hill to 7 straight. Here's the 1-2. Brooks takes outside for a ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wind blowing out to center field with Brooks at the plate. The 2-2 in the turf for a ball, 3-2. Brooks hit a screamer her first time up, but lined into a double play to Maxson, unassisted at second. Count is full. Blythe Freeman brings the payoff pitch. Brooks managed to tip it foul. Just got a little piece of it. And the count stays full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Martin on second. Eagles looking for more here in the second. Payoff pitch. Up and in for ball 4. Brooks works the base on balls. And there's 2 on with 2 out for Macy Hughes. Hughes hitting .429 this season with 2 out. .455 with runners in scoring position. She longed a 2-out hit earlier today. The single down the left field line. Freeman's first pitch to her. Hughes will lift it to left center field. On the hop is Grimes. And the left fielder runs it down in the alleyway to retire Hughes. But the Eagles put together a nice little 2-out rally. Back-to-back run-scoring hits with 2 away for Mary Vandergriff and Abby Martin. And the Eagles carry a 4-0 lead through 2 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
The lead is 4-0 for Carson-Newman over Mars Hill as we come to the top of the 3rd inning. With the Eagles in the driver's seat. And Leah Grimes to lead things off for Mars Hill. She walked her first time up as Bowers pitches to her. A strike at the handles, and it's 0-1. First time that Grimes faces off against Kaylee Bowers. She's on in relief of Sierra Rogers, who went an inning and a third, the 0-1. Breaks for a strike at the belt, 0-2. An inning and a third, gave up a hit, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. Nobody scored against Rogers, but bases were loaded against her with 1 out in the second when Bowers came in. The 0-2. Outside for a ball, 1-2. And as such, Rogers, in college softball, you have to throw a minimum of 4 innings in a 7-inning game, 3 innings in a run rule game to qualify for a win. Rogers did not hit the pitching minimum. So the 1-2. Swung on, driven toward right center field. That's down for a base hit. Chugging around first. Grimes going for 2 as the throw is cut off by Dye. A leadoff double for Grimes, the first extra base hit of the day for Mars Hill. So a leadoff double for Grimes. Mars Hill in business here in the top of the third, trailing 4-0. First pitch, swung on and missed by Park, 0-1. Park popped up to the catcher her first time through. The pitch, bunted, back to the circle. Bowers charges, throws to first to Jacob covering. That gets Park, but she does her job and sacrifices Grimes over to third base. So the first run of the day for the Lions is 60 feet away. And the third baseman, Peyton Little, stands in. Little struck out swinging her first time up. The righty climbs in an all-black jersey, sleeves hiked up as Bowers pitches. And Little takes on the edge, outside half for a strike at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. A leadoff double for Leah Grimes. Park's sacrifice mover to the third. The pitch, swing and a miss and a pitch down. And Little's in a 0-2 hole. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bowers, the pitch. Up and away for a ball, 1-2. Bowers, see how deep this relief outing extends for her. She's gone 3 innings twice this season. The 1-2. Swung on, bounced back up the middle. That ball is into center field for a base hit. Little drives in Grimes to make it a 4-1 ball game. Mars Hill has its first run of the twin bill. And the Lions get within 3 runs off of Little's base hit back up the middle. Just past the outstretched diving glove of Hayden Dye. And the Lions are on the board with Maya Schulter looking to keep the line moving. She singled to right center her first time up, and she takes high for a ball, 1-0. Bowers, this her 12th appearance of the season. She started 3 games, 1-0. Outside for a ball, 2-0 to Schulter. She's pitched 2 innings in all but 2 appearances. Hasn't gone more than 3 innings, save for 2 games. 2-0. Popped foul, back to the left, Warder to the fence, watches it bang off of a trash can and get out of play, 2-1. Granted, Carson-Newman does have a bunch of arms in its bullpen. Emma Frost got the complete game shutout in game 1. She's likely done for the day, the 2-1. Jam shot foul, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Little on first for the Lions. After Bowers, you still got Nicolette Ferguson, the program's all-time leader in games completed, at your disposal. The 2-2. Outside low the count at 3-2. Lexi Lacey would be available, as would Haley Leslie and Brooklyn Lucero. 3-2. The pitch popped up third base side and out of play. Onto the hillside adjacent Davis Street. Due to over at 3 balls and 2 strikes. but that presumes two things. One, that Bowers is pitching effectively, which thus far she has. Anytime you can get out of the bases loaded jam, you've done your job. 3-2 is lifted to left center field. Long run for Trinity Brooks. It nicks off her glove and bounces at the wall. Martin throws die. Throw to the plate is in time, but over Warder's glove, and that scores the run. So it is a double for Schulter. She advances to third on the throw. Little scores from 3 bases away, and the Lions have cut the deficit in half. It's 4-2. Now the Eagles had Little dead to rights. An on-target throw home. Puts away Little, no doubt about it. That throw was high. You can't presume the out, so there is no error. As Sin swings at the first pitch she gets, hits it to straightaway center field. Retreating back is Martin, tagging from third, and scoring is Schulter, and it's a one-run ball game. Lions have plated 3 in the inning. A sacrifice fly scores the third run for Mars Hill, and it's 4-3 Eagles with Mickey Maxson to the plate. First pitch swung on and missed by Maxson, 0-1. Maxson's 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. Little an RBI single, Schulter an RBI double, Sin a sacrifice fly to account for the Lions scoring. Pitch swung on, bounced back up the box, Dye fields at the second base bag, and the shortstop makes the throw on the run to first in time to get Maxson. But the Lions draw blood. They score 3 times off of 3 hits. No errors and nobody left on. The Eagles carry a 4-3 lead into the bottom of the third on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Mars Hill scores 3 times in the top of the third inning, and this is now a 4-3 ball game in favor of Carson-Newman with Hayden Dye to the plate to lead things off against Blythe Freeman. In 2 innings, Freeman's given up 5 hits and 4 runs, all earned. The 5 hits, 3 have been for extra bases, including a home run by Dye, who takes low to begin the at-bat at 1-0. All 4 runs for Carson-Newman in this one have scored with 2 out. Dye's 2-out home run. Freeman, the 1-0. Dye swings and misses, 1-1. And then in the second inning, Carson-Newman got a Mary Vandergriff 2-out double and a Martin RBI single up the middle with 2 out. 1-1. The pitch. Down and into Dye. She steps out of the way of it. 2-1. Dye on base 61% of the time when she leads off innings. Freeman. Checks her wrist, gets the sign. Here's the 2-1. Dye watches it sail high for ball 3. Freeman hasn't given the Eagles free bases. Just 1 walk on the day, but in danger of issuing her second free pass. 3-1 pitch. Dye will pop it foul off of first. This is over our heads in the press box and out of play. 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Hayden Dye. Eagles nursing a 1-run lead now after the 3-run top of the third for the Lions. Freeman, the payoff pitch. Down and in for Dye, ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Hayden Dye brings Brooke Matazowski to the plate. She grounded out to third to end the first inning. Matazowski climbs in, looking for her first hit of game 2. Freeman pitches. Matazowski checks their swing and a pitch upstairs, ball 1. 2 doubles for Brooke Matazowski in game 1 today. 2 doubles and a run scored, to be exact. Here's the 1-0. Matazowski swings, sends this ball down the left field line. It one-hops the wall and bounces over the wall. And that is fortuitous for Mars Hill. Hayden Dye would have been scoring on that play. Instead, it's a ground rule double down the left field line for Brooke Matazowski. And the Eagles have 2 in scoring position with nobody out for Brooklyn Lucero. But it is the end of the line for Freeman in the circle. Mars Hill makes a pitching change. More on the new Lion Hurler after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
The new pitcher for Mars Hill is Kayla Gallagher. She was the game 1 starter for the Lions, went 4 innings and gave up 4 hits and 6 runs. The first pitch from Gallagher to Brooklyn Lucero is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Gallagher didn't give up a ton of hits, just 4 knocks to the Eagles. The issue was the free passes. She hit 4 batters and walked 3 in 4 innings. She inherits 2 in scoring position with nobody out. She fires upstairs to Lucero, 2-0. Mars Hill outfielders continue to play toward the lines. Eagles have a 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the third, but looking to extend it. Gallagher, the 2-0. Lucero swings and hits it foul to the backstop, 2-1. Wind blowing out to left center field for Brooklyn Lucero. Hitting 176 with runners in scoring position. Did drive in 2 runs in game 1 today. Looking for her first hit of the twin bill. The pitch. Lucero smokes this one to the right center field gap. It bounces to the wall. Lucero stops at first, but Dye and Matazowski both stride home. It's an RBI single, or 2 RBI single to right for Brooklyn Lucero, and the Eagles stretch the lead to 6-3 in the bottom of the third. Carson-Newman has scored twice in every inning so far today. Still nobody out in the bottom of the third after Lucero's 2 RBI single. 6-3 Eagles as Warder stands in and takes the first pitch ball, 1-0. Warder doubled to left center her first time up. It's a nice gap shot with the corners playing to the lines. Gallagher, here's the 1-0. Order takes inside for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out. Lucero on first in the bottom of the third. 2-0. Order takes high and outside for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Still nobody out. First runs to score today for Carson-Newman without 2 out come from Lucero's 2 RBI single. 3-0 the pitch. Order takes the strike at the edge at the belt. 3-1. 6 runs off of 7 hits for the Eagles. No errors, 2 left. 3 runs, 4 hits, an error, and 4 left for the Lions. Gallagher winds and delivers the 3-1. Order will pop it up. The third baseman has it bounce in and out of her glove, but it's picked up by Gallagher, and she throws out Lucero at second base with Maxon covering. So it goes down as a fielder's choice for Kennedy Warder. Little unable to squeeze it, and just your conventional 5-1-4 put out at second base to get Lucero. So 1 out for Skylar Jacob, who takes the first pitch strike at the belt, 0-1. Not an error on the play because Marzil was able to record the out. If you have a runner on second there, that is your textbook infield fly rule play. 0-1. Swing and a miss at the pitch upstairs. Jacob a touch late, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runner on first and Warder. The pitch. Jacob takes outside for a ball. It's 1-2. Gallagher checks her wrist for the cue. The 1-2 is a change up. Jacob watches it fly by outside for ball 2. 2 runs across here in the bottom of the third. Eagles looking for more. A die walk and a Matizowski double started the inning before Lucero drove him in with a 2-run single, the 2-2. Jacob steps out of the way of an inside pitch to load the count at 3-2. Warder replaces Lucero at first on a fielder's choice. There's 1 out. Payoff pitch coming to Jacob. Gallagher deals. Jacob swings, pops it up, right side of the infield. The first baseman, Marks, wins the battle with the second baseman, Maxon, and retires Jacob on the pop-up. There's 2 away for Mary Vandergriff. She doubled in a run to the alleyway and left center her last time up. Comes up with 2 out and Warder on first. A 6-3 lead for the Eagles in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Vandergriff is high and outside for a ball, 1-0. Gallagher 2/3 of an inning deep into this relief effort. Has given up the hit. Those runs were both charged to Freeman, the 1-0. That hits Vandergriff. That is the 5th batter that Gallagher has hit in this doubleheader. And the inning extends for Abby Martin. Back to the top of the order for Martin, who's 1 for 2 here in the nightcap. 2 for 5 for the Twin Bill. Martin has reached on an error and driven in a run with a base hit up the middle. Looking for another 2-out RBI. Martin will shoot this one into right. Is it sinking quick enough? No, it's not. Todd into the alleyway to grab it before it lands. So Martin flies out to finish the frame, but the Eagles score twice more. 2 RBI single for Brooklyn Lucero, and the Eagles stretch the lead back to 3 runs. It's 6-3 Eagles through 3. You're on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Carson-Newman will go back to its bullpen. Nicolette Ferguson is on in relief of Kaylee Bowers. Ferguson 3-1 on the year with a save and 31 2/3 innings of work. She enters with a 6-3 lead as we come to the top of the fourth inning. And Zoe Pistol to start off things for the Lions. And Pistol takes the first pitch strike, 0-1. So Sierra Rogers started for the Eagles, went an inning and a third of a one-hit shutout ball. Bowers enters with the bases loaded, and Marsville didn't score a run. 0-1 outside, 1-1. Credit Bowers for that, but the Lions tallied 3 hits and 3 runs off of her in the top of the third. And her day finishes after an inning and 2/3. 1-1. Flipped foul back and out of play. 1-2 to Pistol. And so now you get Nicolette Ferguson and into the game. 1-2. Misses below the knees. 2-2. Pistol walked in her first plate appearance today. Ferguson set for the break-even pitch. She delivers. Low and away for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Zoe Pistol. Ferguson pitches. Pistol swings, lifts it into shallow left center field. That's down for a base hit. Brooks shuffles to the alleyway to hold Pistol to 1. And for a third straight inning, Mars Hill gets the leadoff batter on base. Lions have led off each of the last 3 innings with a hit. Katie Todd will try to keep it moving for the Lions. The lefty climbs in 0 for 1 on the day. Taking a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Todd popped up to second. Her first time up. She's 1 for 3 for the doubleheader. The 0-1. Swung on, bounced past the diving Hayden Dye, short and into center field. It's a seeing eye single for Katie Todd, and the first 2 of the inning reach for the Lions. Dye was pulled in and playing in the hole at short. Todd put that one back up the box towards center field, and Dye did well to nearly get her glove to it. Back-to-back base hits for the Lions. Brings Marks to the plate. Swinging and missing at the first pitch, 0-1. Marks is struck out looking and grounded out to third. She works with Pistol on second and Todd on first. And represents the tying run in a 6-3 game in the fourth. The pitch, bunt squared, kept it down, and ends up taking a swinging strike. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out for the Lions here in the top of the fourth. Ferguson pitches. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Timely punch out for Nicolette Ferguson. And there's one away for Leah Grimes. Two-hole hitting Grimes has been aboard twice today. She's walked and doubled to right and scored a run. Righty takes low for a ball to begin the at-bat, 1-0. Pistol on second, Todd on first for Mars Hill. Eagles protecting a 6-3 lead here in the top of the fourth. Ferguson, here's the 1-0. Low for a ball, 2-0 to Grimes. After Grimes, you get Farley Park, who's 0 for 1, but Peyton Little and Maya Schulter following have combined to go 3 for 4 here in the nightcap. 2-0. That finds the plate for a strike, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Pistol on second, Todd on first. A single to left center for Pistol to start, followed by Todd's seeing eye single back up the box. Ferguson the 2-1. Off speed and low for ball 3. 3-1 to Grimes. Ferguson. Here's the pitch. This is low for ball 4. So the bases are loaded with 1 out for Mars Hill, and Farley Park comes to the plate. Tying run on base for the Lions. Go ahead run at the plate for Mars Hill. Park's 0 for 1 with a pop up to the catcher and a sacrifice bunt. Ferguson deals, and this one's fouled to the right and out of play over our heads in the press box on the first base side. 0-1. A line on every base. Eagles with a 6-3 lead here in the top of the fourth inning. The pitch poked in the air down the right field line. Vandergriff in foul ground makes the grab. Throw home. Warder grabs it. Tags her out. Inning ending. Twin killing. Mary Vandergriff with a seed to the plate to Kennedy Warder to get Zoe Pistol. Vandergriff in foul ground ends the inning and protects the 3-run lead. 6-3 Eagles headed to the bottom of the fourth on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
6-3, Carson-Newman protects its lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Mary Vandergriff. An inning-ending double play in right field, doubling up. Pistol at the plate, trying to score a run on a sacrifice fly. After the Lions loaded the bases, they get nothing as the first pitch to Brooks is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes to Trinity Brooks. Gallagher back to work. She pitches. Low for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Trinity Brooks. 0 for 1 in the nightcap. Walked and lined into a double play. Gallagher deals, and Brooks scorches this one foul onto Davis Street. Nice red sedan making its way up Davis Street. It was about 50 feet behind that foul ball. Nice moving target for Brooks to work with. 2-1, the pitch. Brooks takes away for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff batter, Brooks, on base nearly 60% of the time when she hits leadoff. Jackson, Tennessee native stands in. Gallagher, the pitch. Brooks swings, ground ball to third. Cleanly fielded by Little. Strong throw to first in time to get Brooks for out number 1. Textbook work by the third baseman, Peyton Little, to retire Trinity Brooks. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the 4th for Macy Hughes. Hughes 1 for 2 here in the nightcap. Is flied out to left and singled to left, and she takes the first pitch ball, 1-0. Gallagher, an inning and a third in relief of Blythe Freeman, has given up a hit and no runs. The 1-0. Hughes takes ball 2. Since Gallagher entered, she gave up 1 base runner in Mary Vandergriff. Did give her hit to Brooklyn Lucero. Did score 2 runs, but they were both charged with the starter, Freeman. 2-0. Outside for ball 3. But it's been quality work in the circle and relief thus far for Kayla Gallagher. 5 1/3 innings of work. Through the doubleheader, she was game 1 starter before Freeman relieved her. 3-0. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk for Macy Hughes. And the Eagles have a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the 4th with a 6-3 lead. Day before St. Patrick's Day, and Hayden Dye, who did not provide at-bat music this season, gets to come to the plate to the tunes of Riverdance. Check swing and a pitch low. Peel into the field. Did she come around? She did not. That's ball 1 to Hayden Dye. 6-3 Eagles. Bottom 4. Dye nearly broke the plane on her check swing, but the 1-0. Guts on the inner half of the belt for a strike. It's 1-1. Carson-Newman baseball playing 2 today against Emory and Henry. That game is in the top of the 4th inning. The Eagles have a 4-3 lead on the Wasps after prevailing 8-4 in game 1. The pitch, Dye bounces over the head of Little at short. It rolls into left field. A nice Baltimore chop for Hayden Dye. Hughes over to second as the Eagles go station to station for Brooke Matazowski. Dye pounds that one into the turf and gets it to bounce over Little's head. There's 2 aboard for Brooke Matazowski to work with. A double down the left field line her last time up. She takes low for a ball here, 1-0. Matazowski has hit exclusively doubles in this twin bill. 3 hits, all have been 2 bases. 1-0. In tight to Matazowski for ball 2. Matazowski climbs back in. 2-0. Gallagher wheels and deals. Matazowski takes the strike on the outer half, 2-1. 33 pitches deep into this relief outing for Kayla Gallagher. 13 of her 33 pitches have been good for strikes. Here's the 2-1. Matazowski hops out of the way, but it's on the inner half for a strike anyway, 2-2. Hughes on second, Dye on first. 1-out walk, 1-out single. Matazowski looking for another 1-out hit. The count's even at 2-2. The pitch. Matazowski will pop it up. First base side. Infield fly has been called by Carolyn Zeisler as Dye collided with the first baseman, Marks, getting back to the bag. The second baseman, Maxson, did get it in her glove. It's an infield fly for Brooke Matazowski, and there's two away for Brooklyn Lucero. Eagles have scored in every inning so far today, as Lucero takes a first pitch strike on the inner half, 0-1. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Looking, I suppose, for 2 more here in the fourth. They've got Hughes and Dye on the bases with 2 out. The pitch. Lucero swings, flares it toward right. Shuffling back is the second baseman, Maxson, who reaches up over her head and plucks it out of the sky to retire Lucero. Well, for the first time today, in Game 2, the Eagles are kept off the scoreboard. It's a 6-3 lead for Carson-Newman through 4. Little, Schulter, and Sin to the plate for the Lions when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Top of the 5th inning, Carson-Newman leads Mars Hill 6-3 here in the nightcap. Eagles angling for the double-header sweep as Peyton Little leads things off the line, swinging at the first pitch, bouncing it past the gloves of Matazowski and Dye at third and shortened into left field for a leadoff single. Mars Hill's gotten the leadoff batter on base for a 4th consecutive inning. Little with base hits in her last 2 trips to the plate. And Mars Hill quickly with 1 aboard to start the top of the 5th. First pitch is low to Schulter, 1-0. Schulter's working on a multi-hit day. A single to right in the second, a double to the left for a run driven in the third. The 1-0. Tipped foul off the plate, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eagles leading Mars Hill 6-3. Top of the 4th inning, Limestone has a 3-2 lead on Newberry. The pitch popped in the air, right field line. Vandergriff into foul ground, settles under it, reaches up and plucks it out of the sky to retire Schulter. There's 1 away for Jessica Sin. Wingate is out to a 7-0 lead on Tusculum in the nightcap on their way to a sweep. Pitch on the outside edge for a strike to Sin, 0-1. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Anderson leads UVA-wise 1-0 in the top of the 5th. The pitch low for a ball, 1-1 to Sin. Wise is Carson-Newman's next opponent. Eagles get the Highland Cavaliers for a twin bill at 1 on Tuesday, the 1-1. Changeup bites the turf for ball 2, 2-1 to Sin. Lincoln Memorial has a 5-2 lead in the top of the 2nd at Emory, and Henry looking to sweep that doubleheader. The pitch, low for ball 3 to Sin. And Coker and Lenore Ryan have not started their second game of their doubleheader. Lenore Ryan run-ruled the Cobras 10-0 in 5 innings. The 3-1. On the outside edge for a strike. The count loads up on Sin. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 6-3, Eagles leading here in the top of the fifth. Ferguson pitches. Misses outside for ball 4. So Sin walks, and there's 2 on for Mickey Maxson.
Number 10, Mickey Maxson.
Little on second, Sin on first. Maxson has grounded out twice to short. Ferguson pitches, and Maxson takes outside for a ball 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Swung on, sent to center. That's down for a base hit. Martin Fields throws to second, not in time to get Sin. Maxson loads the bases with a single into center. And the Lions have him loaded up for Zoe Pistol. Tying run on base for Mars Hill here in the top of the fifth. A 6-3 lead for the Eagles against the Lions. Pistol, 1 for 1 here in the nightcap. She hits the first pitch foul off of the facing of the press box here, 0-1. She has walked and singled to left. 6 runs off of 8 hits for the Eagles, no errors, and 6 left on. 3 runs, 8 hits, an error, and 6 left on for the Lions. Nothing in 1. Ferguson pitches. Pistol swings, bouncing ball to die at short. She throws home to get the lead runner. Double play ball to third is not in time. So it's a fielder's choice for Pistol. Maxson to second, Sin to third. Little retired at the plate, 6-2. Eagles may have been able to turn 2 there with Sin right even with Die. She had to wait on her to field. But regardless, that's out number 2. It brings up Katie Todd. Ferguson pitches, Todd swings, ground ball to short. Die fields, throw to first, in time, inning over. Eagles dance away from another bases-loaded jam. Lions have had them juiced 3 times now and have failed to score all 3 times. Mars Hill, here in the nightcap, 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Eagles pitching and defense doing quality work to protect a 6-3 lead. Headed to the bottom of the 5th on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Kennedy Warder leads things off for Carson-Newman here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Eagles protecting a 6-3 lead on Mars Hill as Warder takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Warder is 1 for 2 here in the nightcap. She has a double and a run scored. Gallagher, the 1-0. Warder swings at it, hangs it high down the left field line. Stays up in the air a long time before it finally comes down to Grimes. And that's one Titanic fly out for Kennedy Warder. There's one away in the bottom of the 5th for Skylar Jacob. Eagles with 2 runs in the first, second, and third innings. Mars Hill with 3 runs in the third. Jacob stands in, Swings at the first pitch, hits it into the hole. It's short. High throw to first is pulled down by Marks from Park, and she's able to get her foot on the bag to retire Jacobs 6-3. Live, I did not think Marks got a foot on base. We get a second look. She leaps, and as she lands, that right foot was not on the base. Jacob should have been safe. First pitch to Mary Vandergriff is down the left field line and down for a base hit. Mary Vandergriff with a multi-hit effort in the nightcap. A two-out single for Vandergriff. Moves it back to the top of the order for Abby Martin. Should say that you can't fault Carolyn Zeisler there, the first base umpire. From her angle, it's going to look like Mark's foot was on the bag. First pitch to Martin is in there for a strike, 0-1, or at least touching the side of it. But the angle that we have upstairs, very clear that there was a gap, and Marks did not have her foot on the bag before Jacob hit first. The 0-1, 1-1. Certainly understand from the perspective why Zeisler would say, yeah, she's out. Eagles will try to extend the inning, though. The 1-1. High for a ball, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. As chances are, if I were in Carolyn Zeisler's shoes with that angle, I too would say, yeah, Skylar Jacobs out on that play. The 2-1. Martin grounds it into the hole at second. Maxon goes the short route to Park at short to get the lead runner Vandergriff, and that is the inning. So the Eagles get a 2-out single for Mary Vandergriff, but that's the extent of the Eagles' offense in the 5th. Top of the order due up for the Lions for the 6th inning when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Well, Mars Hill has threatened a bunch in this game, but for the most part, as Marks takes a changeup outside for a ball, 1-0, the Lions don't have a ton to show for it. Mars Hill loaded the bases in the 2nd, 4th, and 5th inning. No runs to show for it those 3 frames. And there's a strike at the knees. It's 1-1. Lions did score 3 times in the 3rd when Grimes led off the inning with a double, moved to 3rd on a sacrifice before Little drove her in with a single. Schulter followed with an RBI double. The pitch flipped foul to the right, and it's 1-2. And then completed the scoring with a sin sacrifice fly. All 3 runs for the Lions coming in the top of the 3rd. The pitch swung on, lifted into shallow right. Going back is the second baseman, Jacob, who makes a nice over-the-shoulder grab. Pardon me, that's Riley Sharp into the game. So Riley Sharp makes the grab. For the first out in place of Skylar Jacob. There's one away for Leah Grimes, who takes the first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is empty. Here in the top of the 6th. Strike on the outer half again, 0-2. Ferguson sights the sign. Here's the 0-2. Check swing and a pitch outside, ball 1. Grimes is 1 for 1 here in the nightcap. The pitch hit foul into the right, 1-2. Grimes has walked twice and doubled. Been on board every time she's come to the plate here in game 2. The 1-2. Bouncing ball to third. Backhand stab Matazowski throws on her knee to first. It kicks away from Macy Hughes, and that will be an infield single for Leah Grimes. Not a routine play at all for Brooke Matazowski. With a great backhand stab, throwing from a knee, bounced it to first. Hughes couldn't get it in her mitt. That's a 1-out single for Leah Grimes. This brings Farley Park to the plate. Ferguson pitches, and Park takes outside for a ball, 1-0. Park fouled out into the double play. Ball with the bases loaded in the 4th. The 1-0 changeup bounces off the plate for ball 2. Warder quickly out of her crouch to keep Grimes at first. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runner on first is Grimes for Mars Hill. Here's the 2-0. Hit foul to the backstop, 2-1. Two and 1. Ferguson pitches. Bouncing ball to short. Dive Fields throws to Sharp for 1. Relay to first, not in time for 2. Eagles get the lead runner on a fielder's choice. Grimes retired. And this brings up Peyton Little. Dye had to wait a beat for Sharp to get to the bag. I'm fairly certain Park was always going to be safe at first. 2 away for Peyton Little. Ferguson deals to her. Little swings, line drive, right center field. Martin on her horse, and she races it down in the alleyway to get Little. So Mars Hill gets a 1-out single. First time in 4 innings that the Lions don't get a leadoff base hit. They go down quietly in the 6th. Carson-Newman hopes it is batting for the final time in this game. Eagles with a 6-3 lead headed to the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Trinity Brooks starts off the bottom of the 6th inning, legging out an infield single to short. It was bobbled by Park. Brooks was fleet of foot enough that she was always going to beat the throw. It's the 10th hit of the day for the Eagles. And Macy Hughes to the plate now for Carson-Newman. With speed on the base paths. Hughes takes outside from Gallagher for a ball, 1-0. Gallagher, 3 innings deep into this relief outing, has given up 4 hits and no runs. Here's the 1-0. Hughes squares to bunt, pulls it back. Brooks is on the move. Great throw to second. Is on target and in time from Schulter. Brooks caught stealing for the first time all season. And there's one away. Put out works 2-4. Schulter's throw brought Park to the second base side of the bag. And right in the path of Brooks for the out. 3-0 now to Hughes. After that pitch was downstairs. 1 out, bases empty. Gallagher. Wheels and deals. Upstairs, ball 4 to Macy Hughes. So 1 out, base runner off after the walk to Hughes. And up comes Hayden Dye. Dye, a multi-hit effort. 2-run home run, a walk, and a single through the left side. Gallagher deals, and Dye takes a strike at the belt, 0-1. Dye riding a career-best 20-game reached base streak dating back to February 9th. 0-1 on the outside edge for a strike, and she's behind in the count at 0-2. Multi-RBI efforts, 8 and 9 for the year here in the doubleheader. 0-2. Dye takes off the plate for a ball, 1-2. Hughes on first after the 1-out walk. Gallagher. 1-2 to the plate. Dye will bounce this foul off of third. Our cameraman, Jay West, makes the nice bare hand grab. Quality effort by Jay to go bare hand and snag that one. Tough to do when you're operating a camera, too. He can do it all. Dye swings at the 1-2, lifts it softly into shallow right field. The second baseman, Maxon, is back and grabs the can of corn to put away Dye for the first time today. There's 2 away. And this brings Brooke Matazowski to the plate. 1 for 3 in the nightcap. She's grounded out, doubled, scored a run, and popped up into an infield fly. Gallagher pitches, and Matazowski takes outside for a ball, 1-0. (6-3) Eagles lead it here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-0. Matazowski takes the strike on the inner half, 1-1. Gallagher, 3 2/3 innings of 4-hit shutout relief work after she took over for Blythe Freeman gave up 6 hits and 6 runs in a 2-inning start. 1-0, 1-1. Matizowski pumps this one deep left center field. See you later. Brooke Matizowski has hit her 20th home run as an Eagle, the 61st of her collegiate softball career, and it's an 8-3 lead for Carson-Newman. Brooke Matizowski, 14th player in school history with 20 home runs in a career. And she tanks that 1-1 pitch out of the park to left center. Carson-Newman extends the lead to 8-3. Brooklyn Lucero will look to keep it moving. And will do so. That one hits her on her left leg. So Lucero gets plunked. And the lineup moves on to Kennedy Warder. A double, a fielder's choice, and a fly out to left. Hold the phone on Kennedy Warder. Going to get a pinch runner for Brooklyn Lucero first. Brooklyn Lucero says, I can't get much slower, guys, after she got plunked. So Bailey Worley will pinch run for Lucero. Eagles with a 5-run lead now. 8-3 after Matizowski's homer to left center. Her 10th blast of the season. She leads the league in that regard. Gallagher pitches. Low to Warder, 1-0. 8-3. Carson-Newman leading Mars Hill here in the nightcap. Lions have left 10 stranded. 1-0. High and outside for ball 2 to Warder. Carson-Newman's done 2 things well. They've hit well with runners on base, 7 of 17. They've hit well with 2 outs. 6 of the 8 runs the Eagles have scored here in the nightcap have come with 2 away. And that has been, as this pitch goes outside for ball 3, that has been the source of Mars Hill's struggles in this one. Lions hitting .250 with runners on base, 4 for 16, 0 for 5 with 2 out. They've had the bases loaded 3 times and nothing to show for those 3 times. 3-0 is outside for ball 4. So Warder works the base on balls. Worley off to second. And the inning continues for Riley Sharp. In a moment, first a visit from Mars Hill head coach Alyssa Edwards to the circle. They have a chat with Kayla Gallagher. If Carson-Newman were to score 3 more times this inning, the game would end here in walk-off run rule fashion. But there's 2 out. And really Gallagher just needs to worry about Riley Sharp at the plate. We'll take her first swings of the nightcap. Gallagher, 63 pitches here in game 2. She's up to 146 for the doubleheader. 7 2/3 innings of work between the 2 games. She's given up 9 hits and 8 runs, 6 of them earned. 5 hits and 2 runs here in game 2 with 3 walks. After the free pass to Warder. Riley Sharp will try to extend the inning for the Eagles. As Gallagher deals, and Sharp takes down and in for a ball, 1-0. 8-3, Eagles lead it. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 here in the 6th for the Eagles. Up 8-3 after Mars Hill scored 3 in the third. The 1-0. Sharp takes a strike at the belt. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Riley Sharp. She's 0 for 2 at the plate in game number 1 in the start. 1-1. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Wind blowing out to left center. Gallagher pitches. Sharp swings, bouncing ball, foul off of third. Count evens at 2-2. Down I-81, Carson-Newman is holding on to a 5-4 lead against Emory and Henry in the bottom of the 6th. That's a 7-inning game. If the Eagles win it, they'll take the series from the Wasps after winning game 1, 8-4. Carson-Newman softball trying to sweep this twin bill, the 2-2. Outside for ball 3. Count loads up on Riley Sharp. Early on second, Warder on first. Gallagher, the payoff pitch. Here it comes. Sharp swings, sends it high into the air, shallow center field. Ranging in is Pistol, and she settles under it to put away Sharp. Eagles get 2 more off of Matazowski's 10th home run of the season, and the Eagles carry an 8-3 lead to the 7th. Looking to close up shop on a doubleheader sweep when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Carson-Newman is on to its 4th pitcher of the day. Haley Leslie enters in relief of Nicolette Ferguson. Sophomore's 2-0 this year with an 8.40 ERA. In 6 2/3 innings of work. She's given up 10 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned, 10 strikeouts in those 6 2/3 innings. And she will start out this relief effort against Maya Schulter, who's 2 for 3 today. The first pitch to Schulter is fouled to the right and out of play. It's 0-1. 8-3 Eagles lead it here in the 7th. Carson-Newman plated a pair of runs in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 6th innings. 6 of the 8 runs have scored today with 2 outs. 0-1. Outside to Schulter, 1-1. Carson-Newman 6 for 12 in the nightcap. 2 out hitting. Leslie. Here's the 1-1. Stays high to Schulter, 2-1. Leslie, the 4th pitcher of the day for the Eagles. Rogers started when an inning and a third, gave up a hit and 3 walks, left with the bases loaded. Bowers shut the door on that, but lasted an inning and 2/3. Gave up 3 hits and 3 runs, all earned, the 2-1. Check swing and a pitch outside, it's 3-1. And Bowers, at present standing, is your pitcher of record for Carson-Newman. Nicolette Ferguson was in line for a potential 4-inning save had she closed it. 3-1. Strike at the belt to load the count, 3-2. Ferguson 3 innings, gave up 5 hits, no runs, walked 2. Struck out a batter in her 15 batters faced. Now she hands the ball to Haley Leslie. 3-2. Hit foul. Nice grab by Jay West, our camera guy, in the well at third. Quality effort by Jay West, manning the camera and making a one-handed, barehanded play on the ball. 3-2 again. Here it comes. Swinging a bouncing ball past a diving Diet short. It's a leadoff single for Maya Schulter through the left side. Mars Hill has tallied a leadoff knock in 5 of the 7 innings in this game. Lions down 8-3 with Jessica Sin to the plate. Sin has not registered an official at-bat here in the nightcap. Swinging and missing at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Sin has walked twice, and she drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. 3 plate appearances, no at-bats here in Game 2. The 0-1. Stays high for a ball, 1-1. 8-3, Eagles lead it. Top of the 7th inning. Wind gusting hard out to center. Leslie gets the sign and brings the 1-1 to the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jessica Sin. Leslie rolls the ball against her right hip and uncorks the 1-2 offering. Hit foul, backing out of play. Do it over to ball and 2 strikes. Right now for the Lions, just in need of base runners. Down 5 runs in the top of the 7th. Mars Hill has been a part of some absolutely bonkers games this season. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Sin lifts it softly, left center field. A long run for Brooks. She lays out and makes the grab to retire Sin for the first time today. Sin sent it into the alleyway, but Brooks with the wheels to run it down and dive down head first with a basket catch to retire Sin. So 1 out for Mickey Maxson. 1 for 3 here in the nightcap. 2 groundouts to short and a single to center. Leslie pitches. Taken low for a ball, 1-0. Mars Hill picked up one of the highest scoring games in South Atlantic Conference history. It was a win against Converse. 1-0, stays high. The final score, 19-18. They lost 14-13 to Catawba. Rallied from a 8-2 deficit before Catawba plated 5 runs to walk it off. Mars Hill Converse, the pitch, low to Maxson, 3-0. That was a 16-16 ball game after 7. The Lions scored 3 runs in the top of the 8th. Did enough separation to hold on. 3-0 to Maxson. Leslie pitches. Finds the plate at the handles for a strike, 3-1. Lions just looking for base runners. Down 5 runs in the top of the 7th inning. Got Schulter on first after a leadoff single. Sin flied out to left. Here we stand. 3-1 to Maxson. 1 out, 1 on, and Leslie pitching. Finds the zone at the knees for a strike, 3-2. Maxson thought she'd work the base on balls. Three balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Leslie pitches. Off the plate away. Ball 4. So the Lions with 2 on base. Schulter over to second. for Zoe Pistol. Pistol, 1 for 2. A walk, a single to left, and a fielder's choice. Leslie, wheels and deals. Low for a ball, 1-0 to Pistol. 8-3, Carson-Newman leads, top 7. 3 runs off of 10 hits for the Lions, 1 error. They've left 10 on. 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors, and 9 left for the Eagles. The 1-0. Low for a ball, 2-0 to Pistol. Schulter led off the inning with her 3rd hit of the day. The fly out for Sin, the walk for Maxson, the 2-0. Taken for a strike at the belt, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. Leslie pitches. Pistol takes a strike, inner half. Knee height, 2-2. Game that is 2 hours and 1 minute old. Leslie trying to secure a 6-0 start to league play and a doubleheader sweep of the Lions. 5 runs in the top of the 7th. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a bouncing ball. Foul by Pistol. Hit in the box. The ruling from home plate umpire Don Spencer. Definitely foul ball, hit off of her foot. 2-2. Leslie pitches. Pistol takes down and in for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Zoe Pistol. Lions down 8-3 in the top of the 7th. Carson-Newman looking for a 7th consecutive win in the series against Mars Hill. Leslie's payoff pitch, swung on, hit to center field. That's a base hit. Scooped up by Martin. She will throw back to the circle where it's cut off by Leslie, and that keeps the Lions station to station. Mars Hill not risking an out at the plate. They just need the runners. 2 outs to make up 5 runs, but they've got them loaded here in the top of the 7th. A Schulter single through the left side. A Maxson walk, and now Pistol single. Brings up the 9-hole hitting Katie Todd. She's 1 for 3. Lefty stays back of the dish as Leslie pitches. Todd swings and misses for strike 1, 0-1. Carson-Newman's infield comes in. A force at every base. Leslie, the 0-1. Swung on, bounced to die. She grabs it. Underhand flip to Matazowski at 3rd. That gets Maxson. Todd is safe on the fielder's choice. Pistol to 2nd. The Eagles trade the out for the run, and it's an 8-4 ball game. And Mars Hill down to its final out for the leadoff batter, Miranda Marks, who's 0 for 4 here in the nightcap. Leslie pitches on the outside edge for a strike. It's 0-1. So Mars Hill has gotten 1 run across on the RBI fielder's choice from Katie Todd. Pistols on 2nd. 2 aboard for the Lions. The 0-1 on the outside edge. 0-2 to Marks. Lions looking for their first 2-out hit of the day to extend this game. Leslie. The 0-2 offering. Hit foul to the right and the first base on deck circle. 0-2. Top 7. Carson-Newman 8. Mars Hill 4. The pitch. Downstairs for a ball, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Carson-Newman 8. Mars Hill 4. Top 7. Lines with Pistol and Todd on base. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted to right. Vandergriff shuffles 3 steps to her right, and the right fielder grabs it to finish off the contest. Carson-Newman gets the job done and sweeps Mars Hill. Eagles, quality effort in situational hitting in the nightcap while preventing Mars Hill from getting going when they had base runners. Lions leave 12 on base as Kaylee Bowers gets the win in relief to improve to 5-3 on the year, while Blythe Freeman takes the loss. She drops to 5-5. Carson-Newman is still unbeaten in sack play. Eagles 6-0 in the league, 16-10 overall, while the Lions fall to 9-15 and 0-6 in South Atlantic Conference play. We're back at it on Tuesday when the Eagles take on UVA Wise at 1 p.m. For our entire cast and crew, our director, Mia Toribio, our replay operator, Ian Johnson, and our camera crew, Max Bryant, Molly Buckowitz, Hunter Williams, and Jay West. I'm Adam Cavalier. Thanks for joining us. The final score from the Vicky Kazee Hollifield Softball Complex. It's Carson-Newman 8 and Mars Hill 4. We'll talk to you on Tuesday. Till then, have a pleasant rest of your Saturday. Good night, everybody.